The worst way to boost your vocabulary is to try and learn all the words that are out there. A better way is through focused vocabulary lists for everyday topics that you need as a beginner, and you'll find out how today. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. How to get hundreds of vocabulary lists for free. So, what are the free vocabulary lists? This is our library of hundreds of focused word and phrase lists, all based on themes and topics that you, as a beginner, need to know. So, common greetings, ways to ask and answer how are you, talking about your day, and things like that. Each list gives you the words and phrases around that theme or topic, plus translations and audio pronunciations, so you're not learning all kinds of random, unrelated words like zebra or economics. You'll find the free vocabulary list in the drop-down menu on the site. Okay, so now that you know what the free vocabulary lists are and where to find them, let's talk about how to actually boost your vocabulary with these lists. How to boost your vocabulary. If you want to speak more of the language, you need to know more words, and that's where the vocabulary lists help. For example, if you want to learn phrases around a certain topic, like saying, "How are you?" just access this list. You can go through the phrases one by one. You can listen to the pronunciation. You can slow it down by pressing the audio icon twice. Or you can listen to the words on a loop as you see them on screen with the slideshow. And for that, just click on View in the slideshow option that you'll see on every list. And to practice speaking, click on the microphone icon to record and compare your pronunciation to a native speaker's. So here, you're just learning and getting acquainted with the words. Now, if you want to master the words, you can use the list with our spaced repetition flashcards or the word bank. Just click on Add All to Flashcards or Add All to Word Bank. With the flashcards, you can drill the words until you know them for good. And the word bank is where you save words that you want to review later, in case you want to revisit some words or phrases. We'll also email you vocabulary lists occasionally. For example, you'll get the Halloween word list around Halloween, the summer vocab during the summer, the winter vocabulary list during winter, and so on. So if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account.
Want to speak real Cantonese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at CantoneseClass101.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Marie. 大家好，我係 Marie. Welcome to the Cantonese whiteboard lessons. In this lesson, you will learn how to give simple directions in Cantonese. Let's get started. Let's look at the dialogue. When I read, I want you to pay attention to the direction words. Find the direction words and see how it's used in the dialogue. 圖書館喺邊度？圖書館喺邊度？ Where is the library? 圖書館喺邊度？圖書館喺學校前面。圖書館喺學校前面。The library is in front of the school. 圖書館喺學校前面。Let's take a look at the map. Here is a scenario. This is me walking down the street. When I'm over here, someone asked me, "Where is the library?" 圖書館喺邊度? You can see the library here, and I will use the school in front of it. 圖書館喺學校前面。圖書館喺學校前面。The library is in front of the school. But remember, the directions that you will give all depend on your own location and your line of sight of the place that you were asked about. Okay, Let's look at the vocabulary. First, we have 前面 in front of 前面前面後面 behind 後面後面隔離 next to 隔離隔離遠離 far away from 遠離遠離左邊 to the left of 左邊左邊右邊 to the right of 右邊右邊對面 across from 對面對面入面 inside of 入面入面Now let's look at some speaking examples. 銀行喺圖書館右邊。銀行喺圖書館右邊。The bank is to the right of the library. 餐廳喺圖書館後面。餐廳喺圖書館後面。The restaurant is behind the library. Do you remember how to say in front of? 前面前面 And how to say behind? 後面後面 Do you remember how to say next to? 隔離隔離 And how to say far away from? 遠離遠離 Do you remember how to say to the left of? 左邊左邊 And how to say to the right of? 右邊右邊 Do you remember how to say across from? 對面對面 And how to say inside of? 入面入面 Do you remember how to say the library is? 圖書館喺圖書館喺 And how to say the library is in front of the school? 圖書館喺學校前面圖書館喺學校前面 In this lesson, you learned how to give simple directions in Cantonese. Thanks for watching. I'm Marie, and I will see you on CantoneseClass101.com. 再見!
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Swedish ebook before it's gone.
日本人、泰國人、台灣人 What do these words mean? Stick around. In this quick lesson, you will learn Cantonese vocabulary for nationalities. Before we start, did you know the Hong Kong flag has its own distinct meaning and symbolism? Keep watching for the answer at the end. 英國人 British 英國人英國人 When we talk about British nationality, did you know Hong Kong actually had a lot of British cultural influence before 1997? Things like afternoon tea, British accents, and even those classic red post boxes on the streets. Back then, you could see red post boxes all over Hong Kong, just like in the UK. But after 1997, they were all painted green, kind of like a rebranding. Susan asks Lena about a mutual friend. 佢嘅國籍係咩？佢係英國人。日本人 Japanese 日本人日本人 Japanese people are so polite. They bow all the time. And they always say, excuse me, even when they don't need to. すいませんすいません Lena asks Susan about a guest at an event. 嗰邊嗰位女士係邊個？佢係我朋友，佢係日本人。泰國人 Thai 泰國人泰國人 Thai food is super popular in Hong Kong. We even have a whole little Thailand in Kowloon City, where you can find authentic Thai restaurants and grocery stores. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a Songkran Festival celebration here. Tom asks Oscar about his friend. 你個朋友邊度人？佢係泰國人。台灣人 Taiwanese 台灣人台灣人 Bubble tea! That's probably the first thing you think of when it comes to Taiwan, right? But Hong Kong and Taiwan actually share a lot of cultural similarities, like our love for night markets and street food. Lena and Taylor discuss Taiwanese nationalities. 你有冇見過台灣人？有，我老師係台灣人。菲律賓人 Filipino 菲律賓人菲律賓人 Filipinos are a big part of Hong Kong's community. Every Sunday, you will see thousands of them gathering in Central, enjoying their day off together. And fun fact, if you hear someone singing karaoke really well, there's a good chance they're Filipino. Steve needs translation help. 我揾緊一個菲律賓人講者。佢係菲律賓人。中國人 Chinese 中國人中國人 Hong Kong is part of China, but culturally, we have our own unique mix of traditions. For example, we celebrate Chinese festivals like Mid-Autumn, but we also have our own slang and way of doing things that's different from the mainland. Oscar asks Tom about a mutual friend. 佢嚟自邊度？佢係中國人。印度人 Indian 印度人印度人 Did you know Hong Kong has a long history with the Indian community? We have Hindu temples, a historic Sikh temple in Wan Chai, and some of the best Indian restaurants in Tsim Sha Tsui. And if you ever get invited to a Sikh temple, don't forget, they serve free food to everyone. Steve and Jack chat about a new restaurant. 你有冇試過新嘅餐廳？有，啲食物好正，嗰度廚師係印度人。越南人 Vietnamese 越南人越南人 Hong Kong actually has a Vietnamese community that started growing after the Vietnam War. And now you can find amazing pho and banh mi in Sham Shui Po. Some restaurants even feel just like being in Vietnam. Lena asks Susan about her friend. 你朋友嚟自邊度？佢係越南人。俄羅斯人 Russian 俄羅斯人俄羅斯人 You may not expect it, but Hong Kong has had a Russian community for over a century. Some Russian families fled to Hong Kong after the Russian Revolution, and they even opened bakeries. So if you see Russian bread in a Hong Kong bakery, now you know why. Susan asks Tom about his friend. 你朋友嚟自邊度？我相信佢係俄羅斯人。巴基斯坦人 Pakistani 巴基斯坦人巴基斯坦人 Hong Kong has a long history with the Pakistani community, especially in areas like Tsim Sha Tsui and Yau Ma Tei. If you ever want to try authentic Pakistani food, there are amazing restaurants here that have been serving for generations. Tom asks Oscar about his teacher. 你嘅烏爾都文老師嚟自邊度？我嘅烏爾都文老師係巴基斯坦人。Let's review. You will see the words in English, and your job is to say the words in Cantonese. Ready? Do you remember how to say British? 英國人英國人 And how to say Japanese? 日本人日本人 How about Thai? 泰國人泰國人 Do you remember how to say Taiwanese? 台灣人台灣人 And how to say Filipino? 菲律賓人菲律賓人 Let's try Chinese. 中國人中國人 What about Indian? 印度人印度人 Now let's see if you remember how to say Vietnamese. 越南人越南人 Another one. What about Russian? 俄羅斯人俄羅斯人 And finally, do you remember how to say Pakistani? 巴基斯坦人巴基斯坦人 Did you know the Hong Kong flag has its own distinct meanings and symbolism? Hong Kong's flag shows a white 5-petal bauhinia flower on a red background. It symbolizes the mix of cultures and the region's special identity within China. The red stands for the link to China, and the white flower represents harmony and prosperity in the city. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to practice these new words and phrases. And see you next time!
Access your free language gifts right now before they expire. First, the Using Transportation Conversation PDF cheat sheet. This new cheat sheet teaches you must-know words and phrases like where can I buy a ticket, how much is the train pass, and much more. Second, do you know how to say Christmas in your target language? With this 1-minute lesson, you'll learn must-know Christmas words like chimney, present, and Santa Claus. Third, want a bonus writing workbook for this winter? No other language app will give you free bonus resources, but we will. You'll master all the winter words and phrases with this free writing workbook. Fourth, how to talk about holiday gifts. What gift do you want the most this holiday season? With this quick vocab lesson, you'll learn common gift vocabulary like laptop, camera, money, and more. And fifth, tired of apps that only teach you random words? Want an app that teaches you the language through everyday conversations? With innovative language learning, you're exposed to real conversations between real native speakers. And then you get everything slowed down and explained so you can learn the language fast. Download it for free on Android, iPhone, and iPad. To get your free gifts of the month, click the link in the description below and download them now before they expire. Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.